So what's up, everyone? It is your girl, GELBEAUTY 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into my Pat McGrath palettes here. These two, I'm gonna do all of them, but I figured I'd start off with these two. So we have Starstruck Splendor, and then we have Jeweled Temptation. So with Starstruck Splendor, I have a similar blush to it in the, what is this? Love at First Blush, Lush, and Glow Trio. So this shade right here in the middle is the exact same shade as in this palette. So if you have this palette, you already have repeat shades. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. Unfortunately, I can't put the blushes on because I forgot about the blushes in here. I was thinking like eyeshadows, and I already put blush on. But I will swatch it for you, and then I'll try to post pictures of me wearing it. So I wanted to see if it's going to be similar to the shade Cosmic Coral, since it's called Coral Cosmos. So I'm going to swatch both of them now, and then we can see. So I'm swatching. This is Coral Cosmos. And then I'm going to swatch the Cosmic Coral. As you can see, it's one of those with the two different shades in it. So I'm going to just swatch the obviously more corally side and see how it goes. Okay, so this is the Coral Cosmos. And this is Cosmic Coral. I feel like Cosmic Coral is a little bit deeper, but you can swatch it into both of these combined and then get like a totally different shade. So I just did that just to see what the difference is between the three. So that's the third one right there, where I was switching into the deeper one, so it'll be a little bit deeper for some of my skin tone. But as far as this one goes, I'm not too excited because I feel like this is a little too light, and I have to mix it with something else. And then the fact that I already own this one is a problem to me, so I'm not necessarily crazy about that. I'm curious if the Midnight shade is going to be similar to Love Struck from Pat McGrath, because I have Love Struck in another palette, and this Midnight Orchid seems like it might be close to it. You all have seen me use the bronzer and Burnished Honey, and I swatched this one, so there's not going to be too much difference. I'll swatch, what is it, Midnight Orchid on my hand, because I don't think I did. Don't quote me, I don't remember. So that's what it looks like. It reminds me of Intense Plum from, who is it, from Gucci. That's the vibe it's giving me. Again, I apologize. I meant to put this on, but since I didn't take it in the bathroom with me and I was just getting ready to get my face ready, I had forgot. I was jamming out the music and, you know, didn't think about it. So my apologies. But let's get into this one and see about the blush. So Paradise Venus is one I already own as well. So the only new one in here for me is Desert Amber. This one at the top. And I feel like that might necessarily work for someone my skin tone. But let's swatch it real quick and see. I feel like this must be more for like the tan people who buy this palette, because Tan to Deep usually has to buy like the palette that I buy. So maybe she thought this would work for tan. I don't know, but that's it right there. And I feel like that's way too light. So that's why I'm like, this must be the tan blush, and then like Paradise Venus is for the people my skin tone are deeper. I have two Paradise Venuses already, because I think this is another fake palette I already have. And then I have an individual one. So I actually have three of the same blush. So I'm thinking about selling my individual one, just because I'm like, I already have so many. But that's pretty much it. You've seen Paradise Venus from when the blushes first came out, from when I did that. So let me zoom in real quick and cute like. I think I'm trying to decide if I should just be on camera and do one of each eye when it comes to these, and then I can do individual ones of each one. But I'm gonna go off camera right now and just figure out what exactly I want to do with each palette, and maybe I'll probably come back and do both on each eye on camera, and then we'll move on to the next set, because child, is a lot.
Can't scratch it off either.
Okay, y'all, so these are the shades that I came up with to use. So I just took these two from the top and these three at the bottom to create the look that we're going to create. Because I already know what I want to do with the gem palette, so I just need to go off camera and figure out what I was going to do with this palette. Start off with the Mauve Tone shade. Big surprise, right? It's me. And she gave them all, so I was using it. I love mauves, but mother do a little too much mauves for me. I just be like, look, we need other things. And if the person who likes mauve say we need other things, honey, it's bad. Anyway, so I got a few exciting things coming, like a few things that y'all asked me to film. I'm going to be filming this weekend. Like my brushes video is, I'm going to be filming this weekend. My Sephora recommendation video, of course, I will be filming this weekend. I'm trying to make sure that gets up like Monday or Wednesday, because Friday I want to put up my wish list video when the sale starts, because I figured y'all won't be as concerned about that. You'll be more concerned about what you want to get based on my recommendations. So I'll do those first, And then Friday, I'll basically just do a screenshot video of showing y'all what's in my cart and why it's there. Now, some stuff I feel like you won't be surprised about. Some things you might be surprised about, but I feel like for the most part, since, you know, you've been here for a little while, you know what I like and you won't be surprised about what I put in the cart, girl. Again, I'm sorry to put the blush on, but because blush eats off my face so quick, I'm figuring I might be able to do it toward the end of the video. Put like the blush on. I'm not going to do the bronze, obviously, but again, I have a whole video dedicated to when she first released these bronzers. And since Burnished Honey is one of the shades I originally bought and showed you, I don't feel bad about that part. The only part I feel bad about is that deep burgundy blush that I put on, or that I want to put on, the Midnight Orchid, just because I want to see how nice it looks on someone my skin tone. Hopefully she'll come out with it as a permanent shade in the future. This is just that darker, wannabe berryish pink shade that I feel like is turning quite like brown as opposed to berryish looking like it does in the pan, which I'm kind of disappointed with, because that just means as usual you get more browns and a little bit of pink, and that's it. And it's like, I'm tired of more browns and a little bit of pink. Mother, you need to come up with something different. I know Google gave you plenty of money to use you as they makeup ambassadors, so it's like, I'm gonna need you to come up with some different shades. I'm tired of seeing these same browns. Do something else. I'm tired. But anyway. So my Glamour palette came in the mail today. It's supposed to be on its way to my house. So I'm only filming like 2 or 3 videos. I'm mainly trying to get this video done so you can see it Sunday. Because what's going up Saturday is just going to go up. I'm not going to try to change it. Especially because it just went up now while I'm filming. Because y'all know videos go up at 12 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm not trying to, you know, worry about it too much. So, yeah, but where's my dust over brush? Oh yeah, I don't have one of those. Okay, so we're gonna glitter glue it together, honey, and then we're gonna move on to the next eye look, which will be with the Jewel palette, and I already have in mind what I'm gonna do with it. I just, like I said, had to figure out what I'm gonna do with this because I was like, I had no idea what to do with it. So let's cut it. If you're curious on my lips, I have them glazed from Fenty Beauty. It's one of those like glossy lip balm lipstick situations. She has a nice one that's a good alternative to, what do you call it? The Nude Venus from Pat McGrath. But I left that one at home. So I'm working with the more mauve tone one. I love me a mauve moment, so y'all know I had to use the mauve one. Okay, now I'm starting off with a dark green on the outer V. Just because I think it looks cool. And y'all know I like to do darkest to lightest, because I always start from the back of my eye and go to the front. So she's looking nice. She's looking shimmery. I'm wondering how close this is to that shade that's in the Celestial Odyssey palette, because y'all know she had the green in that one as well. So I'm kind of curious as what that shade looks like, because I know the mint in this one looks really similar to the mint in the Belle of the Ball palette that I showed you all. So since they look really similar, I'm like, yes. I'm interested. But that looks stunning. So let's turn over this brush. And I'm going to that Dual Chromish shade, because I feel like it looks best on top of here. And then I'm going to put the mint in the inner corner. Look, yes. Look at that. Yes, girl, yes. It looks, yes, girl. It's giving, I'm living, yes. I feel like that was perfect. Because at first I was just going to put this in the inner corner. But I'm like, no, I should put the mint in the inner corner. Because I just felt like this would transform the look quite nicely. And it did. So yes, 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 yes. Yeah. So let's go ahead and dust over just a little bit. Y'all know I don't like to have necessarily glitter glue showing and where I cut it and all this. I'll try to go back over it a little bit and just kind of like mesh it together a little bit more. So let's get into the inner corner, and then we'll move on to the other palette. Let me take this off the other palette so I can get to it. I set my stuff on top of it, but take the little cute little mint green and put it in the inner corner. Just to finish off this. Because I had some of this in mind. I just had to make sure that everything was going to look okay. And I'd say it looks nice. I'm trying to figure out what eyeliner I want to put, but I guess I'll put the purple one on this side, and then I'll put a different color on the other side. Although I'm thinking maybe I should just do a simple black. We'll see. Let me take the tape off this mirror. I have not taken the tape off any of the mirrors, y'all. I'm just over here like la la la. I'm prepared as always, yeah. So I should put eyeshadow primer on the other eye. I'm just taking the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer because since these aren't colorful shadows, I don't want to waste my you know, my pigmented eyeshadow primer that I use just for my colorful shadows to pop when there's no color in here to pop besides like the aubergine and deep brown shades, which to me they don't need colorful primers to pop because they're going on a darker skin tone. It's not like it's a lighter one where I need, or a brighter one where I need like a white base to black out everything. But you know. Okay, y'all, so y'all know I'm gonna start off with this is my outer V shade, of course. I'm thinking one of these two would be the crease, probably this one right here. And then I want to use these two shimmers right here. And then, of course, we're going to use the shifting one in the inner corner and call it a day. So, this one I already knew what time it was. When I saw the colors, I was like, yes, I got my color story ready. It's going to be a cute little berry moment. And we're going to get into my cute little berry moment now. Starting off with the outer V shade. Yeah, there's been a whole bunch of stuff going on this week, and people been doing way too much all week long. I'm just happy to sit down and be able to play some eyeshadow and talk to y'all, because honey, they've been doing way too much. Just way too much. I'm like the absolute most. I'm like, God, you really must be trying to test me, because people really trying to get told about themselves. I'm just leaving that, people really trying to get told about themselves. So let's get into this neutral shade. So I dust it on everywhere. I figured it's gonna oxidize and look closer to my skin tone once I put it on, and I'm right, because it's definitely giving me a deeper tone. So, oh y'all, so I ordered my Sigma Beauty palette, and it came in the mail today, so I will be filming with that tonight as well. So y'all get a few new content, a few new pieces of content throughout this week. So I'm excited about that, because I like bringing the new, but I like bringing the old too. So that's why I'm trying to find like a nice balance of being able to do the old and the new, because sometimes I feel like there should be a whole bunch of new and then it just be old, and it's like I'm trying to find a balance of both. I don't know how, if y'all have been noticing that, or if y'all feel like I've been doing an okay job. I hope I have. I've been trying, because I'm like, I figure y'all don't want to see a whole bunch of new stuff all the time where it's like you feel like I'm just trying to be a salesperson, always trying to get you to buy, but it's like at the same time I know y'all like to see me review certain things from certain brands that are new, so it's like I try to, you know, keep that in mind. So I've been trying to find my way throughout doing that as well. I've been trying to come up with new content too, like, even though I feel like I give plenty of like new content when it comes to like ideas and things that I do that I feel like I don't see lots of other people doing. Like for example, the eyeshadow palette tag challenge, the fact that I gave like different groups of ideas and came up with a whole black owned brand version of it. I definitely didn't see anybody else doing that. I'd like to see some more black creators do a black owned brand version of that, just to like promote some of the people that look like them. So I think it'd be fun to see some other creators do it. Hopefully they will. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but you know, it's nice to dream. So let's go ahead and, ooh, look at that purple, honey. Yeah, I kind of want to swatch this purple against the other purples from the Celestial Divinity palette that you all saw in my comparison video. I think I'm going to do that too. I think it's sitting behind me. So when I get done with this, I'll do that swatch comparison. Because honey, this purple is definitely giving and I'm definitely moving. Yes. Hello. I mean, look at that. Y'all know I love me a jewel tone moment, and this is absolutely stunning. So now we're going to go into the more, I guess, reddish, pinkish, berry toned color. And put that towards the front of the eye. Yes, like these are definitely giving the vibes of the Celestial Divinity palette. Like both these colors make me think of that palette immediately. So we're going to have to swatch them. Now, if I remember correctly, Jackie's shade is more red tone. She doesn't really have a berry tone one, but I feel like her purple could be somewhat similar to this. It doesn't have like the black reflective glitters in it though. It's just, you know, a more deep purple, if you will. But I feel like we should swatch and compare these because they're here, I'm here, everyone's here. And you know, I want a true comparison of them because I didn't swatch these when I did the video for you all. So I think it's important to swatch them now. Let me get my inner corner shade on, girl, and then we'll get to swatching. So the inner corner shade just looks so stunning to me, so I'm just like, yes. Yes, she looks nice and shifty. Drag it up there a little bit. And then drag it back down here. I think I'm gonna just put a black pencil in my waterline off camera, but I'm more concerned about swatching shades right now. Because I'm just like, they look so similar. So let me wipe the swatches off my hand of the first palette so that way we won't have any confusion as to what's going on. Even though they look pretty different. But just be safe and take it off my hand. So I'm going to swatch the purple in Jackie's palette first. Then I'm going to swatch the purple in the Celestial Divinity palette. Or the purples, because there's like 3 or 4 of them. I'm going to swatch the ones that look most similar to the one that's on my eyelid though. So we're going to take the shade Shookington from Jackie. I'll swatch that one first. Yeah, I didn't think hers was going to be similar. It's more of the like metallic shade. It doesn't, that smooth metallic look to it. Like I said, I didn't think so, but it was here. We were here. Everyone was here. So we were going to do it. Then I'm taking this purple shade from the original Celestial Divinity palette. And it's giving more of a deeper black than the one that's on my lid is. Then I'm going to take this other purple that she has and see what it's giving. To me, it's giving closer to the one that's on my lid now. So I took this shade here first. I believe this is Smoked Amethyst. And I took the shade up here, which is Violet Void. And then we're going to swatch the purple that's in this palette and see how all of them correlate. Okay, yeah, so all of the tones of the purples are different. Remember, this is Shookington, this is the Amethyst one, this is Violet Void, and then this is the one that's on my lid. So I feel like the undertone of this one is somewhat similar to this one. When you look at this one, like it has gold. All of them have gold reflex in them, so it just depends on how deep you want the purple to be, which one of these you would prefer. But I feel like this one is the middle depth, this one's the deepest, and this one is like, I'm sorry, this one is the lightest depth, this one is the deepest, and this is like the middle. So I swatched them perfectly out unknowingly. Because I'm telling y'all, I didn't swatch this up ahead of time to like know that. I unknowingly swatched it like that. But now I want to try like this reddish looking shade. So I'm going to swatch Jackie's red, even though I know it's not going to be the same. And then I'm going to swatch McGrath's red and see. Because I feel like she has a couple of shades in, again, this palette that looks similar. So I'm taking Wigglies. Yes, y'all, the shade's name really is Wigglies. Then I'm taking the 2 reds in here. So I'm taking this red right here. It's actually quite similar to Jackie's. It's just a little bit deeper. But it has some pinkish reflex in it and whatnot. And then there's this shade right here on the end. I'm going to take that one too. Even though that one shifts. It's called Corruption, I believe. Okay, so none of these are looking the same as that one. That's good, because I was wondering, I was like, dang, so we just gonna repeat all the shades? But no. So this is Wigglies from Jackie. This is the first red shade in the Celestial Divinity palette. This is the shade on the bottom called Corruption I told you all about. And then this is the one from the new Jeweled Temptation palette. So as you can see, none of them look exact. Thank goodness. Although with the purples, I feel like it's similar enough to where I could like put on any purple from any one of these, and it would look really similar on the eyes, minus Jackie's, of course, because hers doesn't have any of the reflective glitters that Pat McGrath's has. But all the other ones look like they were pretty similar, so I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm like, if all those purples are that close, then it's like, and then the color story of this palette to me just looks really similar to the jeweled one. I'm just kind of like, because I feel like I could swatch this shade and it would look similar to that darker one I put on. Then I feel like I could swatch this shade and be similar to that brown that I put on. And then I feel like I could swatch this shade. I feel like swatching this shade next to the one that's in the inner corner would be similar. So I'm feeling like a lot of this is similar to this. So if you already have the blush you want and you already have this palette, I would say skip on the Jewel Temptation. That's just my personal opinion, because it's like, if you have all that, I just don't personally see where it's necessary. But I'm gonna go off camera, take a look at me. I think I'm sexy pictures, as you know, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start on the, where are they? On these 4 little quads. So with these, I'll probably do one on each eye as well, because it's only like 5 shades to choose from, so I won't have to do as much as I did with the 9 pan for the first palette. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I had to combine 2 little palettes together, so I decided to just do all of them off camera now. I can do one eye off camera with each one. So I had to put Sunset, Romance together, and Bijouette Bliss together. So here's what both of them look like. So I had to take the mattes out of Sunset Romance, and I just took this shade and this shade out of Bijouette Bliss. But I did swatch the ones that look similar together just so you can see what they look like. This one right here, the one in Bijouette Bliss, has like a shift to it, whereas this is just a straight like mauve with glitters in it. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but they're really similar, if you will. So anyway, let's get down to the eye. Let me put my Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer on. I've been meaning to buy the Pat McGrath one, but I keep forgetting because like it wasn't in stock when I went to buy the last palette, so that's why I still don't have it. I think I'm gonna just have to throw it in my cart at Sephora. I think they have it at Sephora during the 20% off sale, because I'm not gonna order from her website just to get, you know, like one eyeshadow primer. I should have grabbed when I grabbed this whole collection, but I was more concerned about making sure I got the collection and not necessarily grabbing the eyeshadow primer. So I'm meaning to grab it, I just didn't get a chance to. But I think my girl Dionluvsmakeup has it, so you can like check her out and see. I don't quote me though, because I don't remember. I remember us talking about it, but I don't remember what she said regarding it. So I'm gonna start off with the mauve shade. Of course, that's what we're gonna put in the crease. Then we put this shade on the outer V. So this is what we're going so far. Now let's go into this darker shade. I feel like it could have been darker, but you know, whatever. We'll work with what we got, because we literally have no other choice. To me, these are going to have to be like more companion palettes though, especially the all shimmer one. That's because I'm like, there's no matte in it to do anything, and then to me these mattes in here aren't deep enough to give the type of vampy look I want. Like I would have preferred to have like the aubergine shade in the Bijouette palette to go with the, the Bijouette Bliss palette to go with the shimmer that's on my lid, to make the outer V look, you know, better. Like I don't necessarily like the fact that this looks so light, in my personal opinion. I'm not really feeling that too much, but you know. So we're done with Sunset Romance. Let's get the glitter glue and finish off with Bijouette Bliss. I think it's a stunning color when you put it on the lid. I feel like was like a royal purple outer V, or with that royal purple shade from the Jewel Temptation palette, this would look really nice because it's like you could start with the black on the back part and then the that purple shade toward the inner part, and then maybe that burgundy shade in the inner corner. I feel like that would be really nice. So that's just one way I plan on pairing these together. Now I'm disappointed by the blushes because I have all of them already, and the newer ones like don't work for my skin tone. So I'm hoping the coral one will be okay and I can mix it with like a deeper coral version or something in my collection to make it work since I have both of them. Because I know I needed all of them. But I really like this shade a lot. I love all the glitter particles I've seen it because it's like, this is the type of glittery shade I'm okay with, like with parts of glitter in it, but that's because it's like a shimmer shade. Like I don't like the matte shades, glitter or sequence shadows that they call them. Like I hate those. I heard it's supposed to help make them blend easier, but I just don't like it. But this, I can get down with this. I just need a deeper outer V when I do this, because like this outer V is not deep enough for this look for me to, you know, thoroughly enjoy it. Go back into the outer V shade and try to build it up a little bit more, because I'm like really just feeling like it's not giving it all. Like it's not giving you. She's just not. So going to the inner corner shade now, and then we'll finish look number 3 out of like what, 5 or 6? 6. Yeah, but it's 4 of these. That's why I was like, it's best to put black in the inner corner. I mean, in the waterline, as you can see, because I feel like a lot of looks are gonna be deep and more like, you know, va-va-voom smoky. So I wanted to have the darkness in the waterline already. So this is your finished look. I'm gonna go draw a wing, go off camera, take some look at me, think I'm sexy pictures, and then we will get into, what is it called, the nude one, Bronze Ecstasy. So I'm gonna do Bronze Ecstasy next, because y'all know the, what is it, the lunar, the night lunar whatever is like my favorite one. So that's one I want to wear the rest of the day. So I'll be right back. Okay, good. Okay y'all, so this is the Bronze Ecstasy palette. So I did these 4 shades and just left this one out, so we used all of this. Okay y'all, so we're gonna start off with the more taupey-ish shade. Okay, so that looks pretty decent. On to the outer V. It's giving like this satin-ish type finish to it. It's interesting. So it's somewhat deep. It's not as deep as I'd like it to be, but you know, gotta take what we can get around these parts. I'm kind of disappointed in because, like I said, I wanted a lot of the shades to be deeper, and I just feel like they're not. And the Bijouette Bliss didn't even have like any shades. They weren't shimmer, so I'm just like, when it comes to that, let's. Sorry, y'all, if I don't know what's going on outside. It sounds like the motorcycles are driving down the street. My bad. It's not like there's too much I can do about controlling that, so you just kind of gotta go with the girl. I'm sorry. So, get into the shimmer. Now with the brush I use, it's kind of hard to pick the shimmer on it. I had to like dig into the pan in order to pick it up. So I'm like, maybe I should use like a, you know, natural hair brush, because I feel like the synthetic one is not picking up, and it took quite a while to get it on the lid. I'm not really crazy about this eye look, but y'all know these aren't my type of colors, so I didn't expect to be crazy about it. I expect to like it okay. I do like it okay, but it's like, would I have picked this up if I wasn't like a reviewer? I had a YouTube channel, like no. Half the stuff I picked up I would have picked up if I didn't have like a YouTube channel reviewed stuff, because this is just to me more of the same. Like I already have the mini glam from Natasha, not that that gives that much depth either. I feel like this one actually gives more depth than that, but I'm like, you know, I have shades like this in my collection already, so it's like this isn't anything that's exciting or new where I'm just like, yes, if I hadn't picked this up my world would come to an end. It's just, you know. Okay, so pretty much what we're working with there. I'm gonna put a little bit more depth on the outer V. Y'all know I like to cover it back up a little bit, be a little bit of smoke where the glitter glue and the outer V shades start to meet. So we're gonna do here. Yeah, I'm chopped this so early in the day, and I'm like almost done. I can't believe it. I'm like, what? It's only like, I'm gonna say close to like 3 o'clock, and I'm almost done with everything. So take the lightest shade now toward the front and pop that in there for you. But yeah, so this is what we're working with. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of this one, so if I could get rid of any one that I bought, it would easily be this one, and then probably Starstruck Splendor, believe it or not. But that's only because Starstruck Splendor has the face stuff in it. If it was just the eye palette, I would keep it, but the fact that it has the face stuff in it and it's not gonna work for me is why I would have to get rid of it. But I'm gonna go take my Look at Me, I Think I'm Sexy pictures, probably film some other videos in between this, and we'll come back and do the last one, which is the Lunar Nightshade, which is one I'm most excited about. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay, y'all, it's the last look. You know, I had to do it big and extra because this is the palette I wanted to use the most. So there we go. So this is what we're working with so far. I'm going to, I used these 4 shades as usual. I used 4 out of 5, so I used everything except the one I covered up. So let's get the eyeshadow primer on. I just gotta film my Sephora recommendations video, then I'll be done for now. I gotta go home and pick up the Sigma Beauty, or what is it, Beauty and the Beast palette that got dropped off at my house today, and then I gotta pick up the what is it, the Glamonatrix Rich Romance palette that showed up today. So I'll be filming both of those tonight. Y'all, it's gotten so dark and rainy and gloomy looking outside, and my mom wants me to go pick her something up before I come home, and it's like, look like, ugh. So I'm like, I gotta go pick hers up, then I gotta go get gas. It's just a lot. And I gotta come back over here tonight. I'm just like, Lord Jesus, why? Are you all buying anything for 20% off sale? It's Ulta, because I linked this palette in the Bijouette, I think it was Bliss, in the description box. I'm sorry, in my, what do you call it, video? In my community tab. That's what I meant to say. I did take a shade from Sunset Romance, because as you saw in this one, there is no crease shade for me to use. So I'm going to just take a shade from Sunset Romance, just FYI. But yeah, so are y'all picking anything up? Because I plan on picking up the Natasha Denona palette, because there's going to be a 20% off sale. I was thinking about getting the Glam palette too to compare to it, but they don't seem similar at all just from what I'm seeing. Plus, if y'all remember, I didn't buy the Glam palette because it wasn't really calling to me. Aside from the fact that it was one of those where she tells you where to put all the shades, and it's like, I hate that. Like, if I'll put the shade wherever I feel like it, don't try to tell me where to put it. I mean, I know it's helpful to the people who are new to makeup and want to try some luxury makeup, but it's like, I don't know. It just annoyed me, the fact that they're trying to tell me where to put the shades. I know that's like a minute thing, but it was annoying to me. And Mel Thompson was annoyed by it too. She's like, don't censor me. I remember when she said that in the video, it had me crying and laughing. I'm just taking this mauve shade out of Sunset Romance. Just dusted it over everywhere. I'm so sad she didn't get to try the retro Glam palette, since that's the one she really wanted, not the Glam palette that she got. But some things like this just aren't meant to be. But I definitely miss her, and I still watch like her eyeshadow palette declutter video from time to time, just because, you know, it's yeah, that did it. So let's get our glitter glue and start on these crease shades. It's just okay, y'all. So glitter glue hooked up. I'm gonna start off with that darkest shade in the back. I just had to use it. I was like, it just looks so sparkly and beautiful. I know I used it in Bijouette Bliss as well, but I was like, we just gonna have to use it twice, because like, it's just too pretty not for me to use in this video. It was too pretty. I had to. Sorry, not sorry. I was going to use it. Because at first I was like, well, maybe we'll just do the mint, and then just do the you know, the more mauve tone, and then just put the black in the inner corner. But I was like, yeah, no, the black needs to be seen center on the lid, because it's just too stunning to leave behind. So that's what I did. Then I'll do the mint one. So yeah. I love the way this transitions on the eye when you put the shades together. Like, look how stunning that is. I feel like it's just giving a nice, perfect transition. So y'all know the drill. We gotta go back in with the purple on the outer V and put it. I don't think I packed up all the palettes. I think they're still sitting here with me. Well, one is in a box, but I need to grab that real quick to talk. The sun isn't out, so I can't get a decent look with this one anyway, so I guess I'll just take the pictures of this one inside. But yeah, whichever one looks the best is what I'm gonna put on. Let's put this in the corner in, and then we'll talk about my thoughts on all of these palettes. So I'm just going with the mauve tone shade that was next to the black that we put on the lid to start off with. Make that the inner corner shade. Although I feel like that champagne shade would be nice. I'm thinking next time I'll do the champagne shade with just the black all over the lid and the purple on the outer V. I feel like that would be a nice look. Nice simple look here. Okay, y'all, so I'm not gonna take the time to do the eyeliner right this second, so we're just backing on up and talk about my thoughts, y'all. Okay, so when it comes to the bigger palettes, I feel like these are the ones you can skip just because I feel like they both have similar color stories to the Celestial Divinity. Like y'all saw, having Celestial Divinity has like these shades in it, so I feel like they aren't really needed or necessary. So I would skip that. Same with this one. I feel like if you have the Belle of the Ball palette or again Celestial Divinity, I feel like that middle part gives you similar tones to this. And I personally wouldn't get it, but that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to like necessarily do what I say, but you all saw twice now in a couple of videos where I talked about why you don't necessarily need one of these. The only one I suggest, like I said, is the Lunar Nightshade, and that's only if you already don't own the Jewels and Gem palette from Udentai, because again I showed you all that and showed that they would be similar, so there's no purpose of having, you know, like that and this, especially when that one gives you more variety of this type of color story. But if you don't, then this is the one I would recommend, along with the Bijouette Bliss. It's over there in the box, so I can't show it to you. The Sunset Romance, I feel like this is really similar to the Nude Allure, with just a couple of switch outs of shades, but otherwise if you have that, you don't necessarily need this. And then the Bronze Ecstasy, y'all know I'm not a fan of nudes anyway, so I just wouldn't recommend this one at all. I don't really like stuff like this. And if you have Bronze Bliss, then you have something similar to this. If you have the Midi Glam from Natasha, then you have something similar to this, and it's not really necessary. But I figured these two would probably be the ones people would want to have because they're the most wearable for every day. But otherwise, I don't see where you would really need them. So my recommendation is the Lunar Nightshade and the Bijouette Bliss. But those are my thoughts on all these things. I know we've been on a wild ride, and I've done like so many videos in between doing this just because I had so much other stuff to do. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.